Good afternoon, traders. It is Monday, November 3rd, 2014, and the U.S. stock market is closed. Well, I think we got November off to a pretty good start today, although it was nothing real spectacular. You know, on Thursday and Friday, I told you before the Dow actually gained over 400 points in just 2 days. So with a kind of gain like that, it would be expected that we're not going to see a big gain today. And that's really what had me worried, because we had 23 positions on, and I could see this thing kind of doing a mini correction and us getting killed with 23 positions. Well, the good news is that did not happen. The Dow did end up closing down 24 points, pretty much drifting sideways, but interestingly enough, it actually did make new intraday all-time highs today, although it was very brief and it was just by a few points, but then it came back and settled negative. It was negative most of the day. So I really didn't think that we were going to do all that well. Well, actually, earlier on in the day, our positions were even better than they closed, but overall, we still did pretty good. You know, we had about $2,000-3,000 in open trade on Friday. We ended up closing over $8,000 positive. So that's not too bad. We're carrying just a negative $1,000 going into tomorrow because we got stuck in just one bad trade. I'll show you that when we look at the charts. But overall, I really have no complaints. I will say this, that I now believe that we are convincingly above the death zone, and that is not going to create a problem for us. I think this is, the overall market is winding up for another push up, and as hard as it may believe, we're actually probably looking at bargain prices in most stocks at this point. Anyway, let me take a look. Let's take a look at this. Okay, we're looking at the Dow here, and you know, this is Thursday and Friday. As I say, the Dow added over 400 points on those 2 days alone, and it certainly is to be expected that it goes into some sideways action after all that. This is the death zone down here, and as I say, we don't seem to be threatened by that anymore. I'm expecting that this area is going to now, for this area that was a ceiling before, is now going to become a floor for us. So I think there are plenty of buying opportunities where we are right now in this market. I'll show you. We had an interesting day. I mean, we had some really good trades. This was one of them in AMBA or Ambarilla, AMBA, and we had bought this on Friday, and it didn't go too far after we got into it, but today it really moved very, very strong, and we are holding over $5,000 in open trade equity in Ambarilla. So that is the great trade. I'll show you the disappointment though, and why we are holding slightly negative in open trade equity. This is in EMES, and that is Emerge Energy Services. And what emerged out of Emerge Energy Services is a really crappy trade. We got into this right here, you know. It did look like pretty strong, and then look at this thing. This thing just hooks around, down, 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 and we are holding slightly over $5,000 negative. So the $5,000 that we made in AMBA Barilla is canceled out by Emerge Energy Services. So that was quite disappointing. But we'll have to see. Who knows what's going to happen tomorrow. And finally, I want to show you one really good trade. This is this isn't what I want. This is well, let's see here. Here we go. Okay, this is WLB, which is Westmoreland Coal, and I'm not sure just why I added this to the portfolio. I didn't like the sound of Westmoreland Coal. That didn't sound like anything that was going to do too much, but it's turned out to be a really good market for us. And I pulled this back so you could actually see 3 trades, all of them very profitable. This first one was maybe 10 days ago. We bought that and it gapped way up, and then we were stopped out on it, believe it or not. But because we had this huge gap in here, we were stopped out with over $8,000 in profits. And then we managed to stay out of it all on this big slide down, but then it kind of reverses itself here. We get back in and we get another trade in here for over $2,000. And then on Friday we get another pop up and we get in, and we got out of this today with another $2,000 profit. So I'm going to open this up a little so you can see this for today. I mean, talking about a beautiful exit. Look at this. We got out of here right at the top of this thing, and it looks like it's going to sell off again. So we just did beautifully on this. But anyway, those 3 trades combined are over $12,000. So that has been a really good stock for us recently. So I'm very, very happy with it. Anyway, we had a good day. We made money today. Made at least $8,000, and the overall market looks great to me right now. So that's the way it went on Monday. This is Trader Bob signing off. I'll see you tomorrow on Tuesday.